Yep. Well, that's a common problem on these Ford Focuses. I'm going to talk about this and several other problems that we've come to find on this generation Ford Focus. We're going to talk about this, but stick around for the fourth problem. That's the one that I can't wait to tell you about. Now, these vehicles are known to have door latch issues. If you had a four-door, it's actually more common for the rear door latch, but either way, all four doors are going to have a latch of some sort. As for these latches, when you close the door, it's supposed to latch in on the striker and prevent the door from opening. Once you pull on your handle, whether it's the outside handle or the inside handle, that latch should release, and of course the door will open. In most cases, the issue for this stems from moisture getting into or around that latch. When this happens, debris can also sit there. Moisture and debris is going to cause some rust, and this may not function the way that it should. It's stuck in the open position. You could try to clean this out, re-lubricate it, and try it. It might work for you. In most cases, if you tried that and it did not fix the issue, or it seems like it was kind of intermittent still, you just kind of want to replace the latch. It really just makes sense. It's kind of a safety thing if you think about it. Let's move along to the next problem. Well, the door still doesn't shut right, but moving into the next problem, while I'm inside the passenger compartment, if you're driving in your vehicle, typically on the highway, and you go to step on the brakes, you might feel a shake coming through the passenger compartment, especially through the steering wheel. Now, if this is the case, generally it has to do with your front brakes. Your front brakes have pads and rotors, and of course they have calipers. If the brake rotor was warped for any reason, maybe it overheated or it has rust or rot or anything else, it's going to cause a brake pulsation and it's going to be felt through your steering wheel. This is common on these vehicles. Now, if you do find that you have a brake pulsation, don't just order pads and rotors. You need to do a quick diagnosis. Once you have the wheels off, inspect the calipers, inspect the pads, inspect your brake rotors, and of course your flex hoses. Order everything you need from us, possibly even as a kit. Let's move along. On these vehicles, it's known to have an issue with the EGR valve and with the DPFE sensor. Now for this, it's common to just go ahead and replace it. It's not something that you would want to clean or even try to repair in some way. If there was an issue with this, you're going to find that you have a check engine light, like I mentioned, a running condition, and possibly even a hesitation when you go to accelerate. Obviously, you don't want any of this, so if you find you need it, go ahead and replace it. For our next problem, the issue actually lies in the engine compartment, but where are you going to feel it? From in the passenger compartment. On these vehicles, if you're in your vehicle and you start it and you can feel the entire passenger compartment shaking when you're not moving at all, you might have an issue with one of your engine mounts. Now, this vehicle actually has several of them. One of them's out in the open, right up along the top passenger side. The others will be accessed from under the vehicle. On this vehicle, if you had an issue with one of them, you always want to just go ahead and replace the set. You might find that one has a tear, but the engine's shifting around. That's why you can feel it inside the passenger compartment, whether it's the shaking or even a thud during acceleration. You're also causing excess wear on any of the other mounts. So of course, just go ahead and replace them all at once. It's going to fix this issue for you. You won't have anything to worry about. Order it from us, possibly even as a set. Now, most of the problems that we've talked about on this vehicle, the symptoms are typically felt from inside of the passenger compartment. This problem is going to be the same. If you're in your vehicle and you're driving down the road and you hit a bump of some sort or even a pothole and you hear an audible clunk noise coming from the front end, more than likely it has to do with your front end suspension. It could be a ball joint, which is common, or it could be a tie rod end. Either way, it's something that you need to diagnose. This can generally easily be done by safely raising the front end of the vehicle off the ground. You want to make sure you're supporting underneath the control arm. Carefully take hold of your tire at 12 and 6 and attempt to shake it. If it moves in this direction, more than likely it's an issue with a ball joint or a wheel bearing. If it moves from side to side, it's probably an issue with either your inner or your outer tie rod end. It could also be a wheel bearing, but if it was, you're going to also feel it at 12 and 6. Either way, find what you need, and once again, just go ahead and order it from 1AAuto.com.